vision is the ability to see yourself the way God sees you. Amen? Spiritually, I'll define it and say vision is the ability to see yourself the way God sees you. I'll also say that vision is the ability to see what God sees. God looks at the heart. God sees different from the way we see people. We see people and we judge them immediately just based on how they are dressed, based on their shoe. Vision will require you to see beyond the natural. Your spiritual eyes needs to be open. Funny enough, today we were singing, "Open the eyes of my heart." It's beyond what you see in the natural. So my question to you is, how do you see yourself? I need you to think about that for 1 minute and just see. If God was to tell you about yourself, would you agree with him? Would you be like Gideon? Like, are you talking to me? Vision is the ability to see yourself the way God sees you. How do you see yourself? Do you have a list of your insecurities? Or do you have a list of your victories? Amen. Natural sight is good, but spiritual sight is better. Because natural sight can be very deceptive. Natural sight is good. It's good to have natural sight, but spiritual sight is even better. 2 Corinthians 5:7, it says, "For we walk by faith and not by..." It's important. We walk by faith and not by sight. Vision spiritually requires you to walk by faith. You have to see beyond the natural, beyond your current circumstances, having knowledge within you that what you see is not it. You have to realize what you see right now, where you are right now, that's not the final say. That's not it. Where you are right now, I'm going to say that again for somebody to hear. Even if you're in a temporary address or wherever it is, where you are right now is not it. God has more. Isaiah chapter 43 verses 19 says this, "For I'm about to do a new thing. I'm about to do something new." Then it tells you again, "See, I have already begun." You know, sometimes when God is working, you think like you can't see. But behind the scene, when all those things come together, you start to, oh, now I understand why that happened. Now I understand why this happened. Now I understand why, you start putting the picture in place. You see the whole picture that God was working. When you are crying, when you couldn't understand, when you're frustrated, He was behind the scene working it out together for your good. Amen? If you're not perceiving it, you need to pray and ask the Lord, help me perceive what you're doing. Like, make that a serious prayer. Help me see what you're doing. Because He's asking you, do you not see it? I'm about to do something new in your life. God is always working in your life. Trust me. If you look back, you're not where you were 5 years ago. Is that not correct? Even spiritually. I mean, if you still are where you were 5 years ago, then see me after the service. But you're not supposed to be where you are. Even 10 years ago. You're not supposed to be praying the prayers you're praying 10 years ago. We are going from glory to glory. Strength to strength. You're supposed to be growing. Amen? Vision will make you say some things that might look and sound crazy. But remember, it sounds crazy until it comes to pass. It is crazy for somebody else until it comes to pass. You know? Let's use an example. A good example, not even far away. Blackwall Tunnel. The tunnel is built on top of a river. Now, think about the person, the designer who built it. His name is Sir Alexander Binney. Imagine he's the architect. Imagine when he came and told people, I'm going to design a tunnel on top, that will be on top of River Thames. This was in the late 1800s. What do you think your response would be if you're living there and he told you? Mm-hmm. Like, how are you going to do it? It's never been done before. What makes you think you can do it? Where is that water going to go? How are you going to put all those? That's crazy. You've lost your mind. Let's just build a road on top of the dirt that we can see. Let's do things the normal way that people do.